last week, this blew my mind.
This. It's a tweet from Jordan Harry, who has a YouTube channel, and he said hidden in plain sight. I like that. That looks like a thumbnail. Let me give Jordan Harry some credit here and get you to go subscribe to his channel. Looks like he's got 3.74 thousand subscribers. I'm going to subscribe to him, and I think you should too, because he had a good find. This is how stars are born. Maybe Jordan Harry is one of the new up-and-coming YouTubers. Give him a subscribe. He found this.
Wow, DAI, I appreciate you, King, for a number of reasons. Myself, like many others who are in XRP, can relate, because for the past year plus, I've been watching your content to not just transform my crypto life, but to transform my life. How you are on and off the camera, in the sense of you share your personal life with us, you share your research with us to help advance us, is incredible. To know that you recognize me, you approve of my work and believe in me in this space, and finally to know that you might be watching this blows my mind. So from myself and the XRP community, King, we salute you, we appreciate you for showing up day in and day out. Now this video is dedicated to Kevin Cage, and more importantly his father. I'll be explaining more towards the end of the video why it's so important we go show our support and love for Kevin Cage. Until then, there's two things I want to cover in this video. One, the recent price action, and number two, the Flare network distribution governance malarkey. So as always, let's jump on in. So the news today that I want to bring our attention to, Michael Burry from The Big Short. If you haven't watched it, pause this video right here, go watch The Big Short, get comfortable, come back and let me know how incredible that was. Because if you haven't, you shouldn't be in the crypto space. I'm joking, but it is a staple. It should be something which should come as a starter pack when you get into any investment. Not only is it a true story, but this was one of the prolific, notorious individuals of the whole story, and I would argue the story still hasn't played out fully yet. So let's take a look here. Michael Burry issued the warning in a series of tweets that have since been deleted about the mother of all crashes in the crypto space. Being notoriously a short investor, so not that that's a pessimistic view by the way, but he looks to capitalize on the opportunities of selling positions. He has warned crypto investors, and we'll take a look at the first couple of bullet points as it goes on to some other areas. So Burry, who is famous for betting against the US subprime mortgage market and profiting from the 2007-2008 financial crisis, and like I said, many would argue it's still not over, issued his warning in a series of tweets which ironically often get deleted by him or Twitter quite frequently. But of course we capture him and we get to see what he did say. So his story was made famous in The Big Short, as I said, that is recommended viewing. And as he said in his tweet, all hype / speculation is drawing in retail, people like you and I, before the mother of all crashes. When crypto falls from trillions or meme stocks fall from tens of billions, Main Street loses, so Main Street being us retail investors. And we'll see losses of countries. History hasn't changed, he wrote. Now, of course, we're in a speculative market, and I'd like to think Michael Burry has a little bit more experience than myself and maybe some of you watching at home. And although his predictions may well not play out, it is something we should take in consideration, and prevention is better than cure. And the reason why I say this is because if you are a Nexo customer, like myself, and you have taken out a collateral loan, it's really important you pay close attention to that repayment amount towards the bottom of your dashboard. So Martin Volk, who I recently followed on Twitter, and I'm so sorry that it was overdue, he has put together an incredible, it's about 11-minute video on Nexo. I might actually be lying there. I don't want to lie to any of you. Let's take a look. Was I lying? I feel like I was. I feel like it's 20 minutes now. Bum bum. It's 20 minutes.
Hey guys.
I thought as much. So he's put together a 25-minute video, at least you know I'm not going to lie to you, about how to really utilize Nexo's finance options safely and effectively, so that you'll never, or should I say, you reduce the possibility of your assets being liquidated. But not only that, how to use a collateral loan to buy assets like a home, and then to use the profits from the home to pay off your loan. I've been an Nexo customer for just over a year now, and even watching this, he completely changed my paradigm. So I can't recommend this enough. If you are an Nexo user or thinking about using Nexo, please watch this video. It will save you so many unnecessary and painful mistakes. Moving on from that warning of a potential crash, and if you are an Nexo customer, make sure you've got some fiat on the side. Let's look at the flare distribution governance malarkey. So over the weekend, and I think probably Thursday or Friday, Hugo announced that there was a proposal with two options: one, to get all our flare in one lot, or to get it dripped out as we expect it to be. And there were a number of content creators with varying views, and I'll be the first to say I do not know enough about the flare network nor the distribution implications internationally to say which option was better. So hold my hands up, I didn't actually have a preference, and so I stand from a very neutral stance. But what I can speak upon is what's happened in retrospect. So in retrospect, we see this on June the 19th, which was Saturday, just gone. Hugo admitted he had made a mistake. He'd made a mistake invoking governance over the distribution. He's cancelling it, and of course has cancelled it, and it will remain as expected, where we will, as especially XRP investors, will get our 15% of Spark token on the first airdrop, and then 3% per month for the next 2 to 3 years, I think it's like 30 months. So if that does cause tax and sale pressure, then a governance proposal can be submitted by the community later on down the line. I thought this was fascinating for a variety of reasons. Number one, it speaks volumes for Hugo's character. The ability to come out as a leader and say, I got this wrong. And he said it very quickly. The response from the community was evident. And he held his hands up and came out without much hearsay. And that's the pros and cons of being a leader, a CEO who is so accessible to their community. But he's handled this like a true gentleman. Like I say, from the stance of, was it the right action, was it the wrong one? I'm not speaking on that. I know where my fortes lie, and it's not with the Flare network right now. But where I'd like to think my fortes do lie is with social interaction and how we communicate with others. And Hugo, I tip my hat to you, sir, if I had one, because you've shown great, candid, radical candor. You've been completely transparent, and we love you more for it. Of course, that's my biased view in terms of how I feel towards Hugo's actions. But just to show you, ftsouk, a signal provider I will be delegating my votes to when I do get my Spark drop, put out a great tweet and they tagged me in it, so thank you. Also supporting Hugo and the Flare network, emphasizing that the network as a whole is made of supporters and the community. We have to remember that this is what unites us, not what should divide us. No one said our journey would be easy, and if you're in crypto, you know that for a fact, but it will be worth it. So let's please keep that in mind, that hindsight's 2020. You will never know if you've done the right or wrong thing until you look back in the mirror and have the beauty of hindsight, say, that was the right decision. And at the end of the day, you never know what option B would have been. So hopefully you can share, or at least empathize with Hugo. Whether you felt it was the right or wrong decision to cancel a proposal, to offered a token burn or whatever, hopefully you can appreciate the tough decision he's made, and ultimately he's now sticking to it. So again, kudos to you, my friend. I also put out a tweet, my public service announcement, so feel free if you want to hear more of my views about it. This is really weird seeing more than one Jordan. Hell, there's about 4 of us on the screen right now. If you want to hear more about my views and thoughts about Hugo's decision, head over to my Twitter. And Hugo, much love for showing me love, for supporting you. And you can just see from my tweet, there's an outpour of support from the community towards Hugo. Again, confirmation bias, people who support and believe in what I've said are going to comment and going to come out, whilst the haters, I love the block button, they've been blocked from time ago and they won't speak up on my thread. So of course, I would like to think we can make positivity louder, and it's very evident by that thread. So again, if you want to go show Hugo some love, please, please, please head over to my Twitter, or even Hugo's Twitter, find his original tweet and let him know that we appreciate him. And finally, I did say at the beginning of this video, I wanted to dedicate it to Kevin Cage, and more importantly, his father. Father's Day was yesterday, and the painful ironicness that life brings with it is that his father, to our knowledge, has had leukemia for 10 plus years, as he shared with us in a Twitter thread. And I believe he was admitted to hospital yesterday. We don't know the condition today, on the 21st of June, but all we do know is Kevin and his family need us more than ever. As Kevin put out late last night or early morning here in the UK, money doesn't matter if you can't share it with the ones you love. Life is short, spend time with your loved ones. Powerful beyond belief. Powerful because of the chaos that he's currently going through right now. Powerful because of the individual he is within this space. And also a powerful reminder for each and every one of us that we are here in crypto, of course, to make money. And then, of course, we are here to support the companies and the impact they're trying to make on the world. Ultimately, though, we have to never lose sight why we're here: to make the money, to support these companies. And that's to give freedom of choice to our families, whether that's become the first millionaire in our families, generational wealth, or in moments of crises where our family fall upon ill, we want to be able to provide some sort of support. And money allows us to do just that. As Kevin said, we can't get that time back. So I'm a big believer in using our money to get time back. So if you haven't reached out to your family, if there's someone that, I'll call them tomorrow, please don't put things off till tomorrow. If you think about calling someone, take seconds. Just give them a call. Because I promise you that on the other side of that guilt, that if you don't pick up that phone and something does happen, and I hate to say it, I have to take, I take a moment to pause, because it's not anything I wish upon anyone. This whole idea that, if you don't call your dad today, he may be gone tomorrow, as dark and as twisted as that may sound, it's also the reality we live in. And for anyone who believes they have time with someone, they have time within themselves, wouldn't say you're a fool. Maybe some stoic quote will, but I would say that isn't the wisest way to live. And live with that urgency, because that urgency will give you great peace of mind for the long term, because life really is short. Life really is short. So again, thoughts, prayers go out to Kevin Cage. If you get a chance today, and I mean today, take seconds, please go over to Kevin's Twitter and just let him know that we're here listening. You will be surprised that if you think for a second, because Kevin's got loads of followers and loads of people are tweeting him, I don't need to, everyone else is going to have that same mindset. And I promise you, he probably feels very lonely right now. And it only takes one tweet. Doesn't have to be as elaborate as my monologue is right now. It can be simply as, Kevin, I love you. Kevin, we love you. Kevin, my thoughts and prayers are with your family. And that may just pull him through this chaos, because he will come through this chaos. He will. But until then, let's share that burden with him. So with that being said, family, thank you for investing your time today. Your to-dos have nothing to do with crypto today. Go spend some time with family, friends. Pick up the phone and call that person you've been putting off for quite some time now. And rest easy knowing that you've taken action. And I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.